Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hot Wings, the Hot Truth. I'm your host, Adrian Martinez. Everyone has a story. Have you ever thought about who the brave men and women are who you meet on the side of the highway? Who are they? What's their story? Well, tonight your questions are answered. It is normally you sitting in the hot seat on the side of the road. But tonight it will be them answering burning questions as they eat chicken wings. Each wing gets hotter and hotter, but you will get to know them on a more personal level. So please, North Dakota, stick around with us and be our wingman for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hot Wings, the Hot Truth. I'm your host, Adrian Martinez. Today's special guest we have is North Dakota Highway Patrol Sergeant Ben Kennelly. Sarge, thanks for joining us. You know, one thing I want the people to know is this, is that Sergeant Kennelly was here at the Academy teaching for us. He's on a break. He wasn't even scheduled to do this, but you know what? Sometimes we have to expect the unexpected, and he's on his break, decided he would fill in for us. Has no idea what to expect. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
How are you with hot foods, spicy foods? Do you enjoy it?
I like hot food.
All right. Well, we're gonna go through the challenge. For those that don't know, we have the Hot Ones Club Pack, 1 through 10 sauces here on the table. Each wing, we will ask Sergeant Kennelly a question after we eat the chicken wing. Each wing gets hotter and hotter and hotter.
Great.
You seem a little nervous. Are you ready for this?
I'll be sweating.
All right. Well, let's go. We're going to go for number 1. Now, the number 1 here is the classic. Okay. We're going to go ahead here. All right. Never quit.
Never quit. Spill everywhere.
These wings, they taste so great. Now, I mean, how is that one first tasting? You had kind of a cool technique there.
It's all right.
Now, how long have you been in law enforcement, and what's your current position? Feels good, right? We got them. We're getting them right from the get-go. I like it. Don't choke, though, okay? Because our cameramen are terrible at CPR.
Yeah. No, actually, I've been in law enforcement for over 22 years with the patrol for it'll be 16 January 1st, and then spent the last 8+ as a sergeant with the patrol in Jamestown.
All right, and that's where you currently are, is in
Yep.
Jamestown.
Yep.
All right. Not so bad so far? All right, number 2 here, we're going with Dawson's hot sauce. This is a good one here. Are you ready for this one?
I'm already sweating.
All right, never quit.
Ooh. That one's got a little zip.
You can really taste the garlic in that one. I love it. What post have you served during your time with the Highway Patrol?
I must chew a lot slower than you do.
That's all right.
I spent my first 1.5 years up in Cooperstown, and then 1.5 years in Valley City, and then I've been the last 13 in Jamestown.
So for the most part, you've spent your entire career in the Southeast region.
The whole thing, yep.
Yeah, okay. If you could, and maybe you can, maybe there's great things about all of them, do you have a favorite post?
Jamestown.
Jamestown, okay. That's where he currently lives. It's a no-brainer, right? How's it feeling? You said that one was starting to get a little tingly?
Oh, I think it was more the garlic than the tingle.
Okay. You're not a vampire, though, so you should be all right.
Yep.
All right. Number 3. This is the old Hoff House sauce.
Oh, boy.
All right. Are you ready?
Never quit.
Never quit.
Ooh, that one's good. What's that one?
Now we kind of have been going from a flat to a drum. Do you have a favorite preference on chicken wings, on which one you like the best?
Oh, I like the flat, because
The flats?
you get the right one, you can twist it right, slurp it off.
Yeah, all right. So what do you do in your off time? What are your hobbies?
Well, I spend a majority of my off time actually volunteering with the UJ Jimmy football program. So
Okay.
that takes up a lot of time.
So you yourself were also a football player,
Yes.
and you were a Jimmy as well. How was that? What kind of experience was that playing college athletics?
For me, it was a wonderful experience. Played with some great dudes. Still talk to some of them today, and just the opportunity to go back and work with the current head coach, Coach Mitchell, and some of the assistant coaches that I've gotten to know over the last 3 years. It's a phenomenal experience to coach where I went and played. So.
Yeah, what does it mean to be able, I mean, you give back every day out on the road, you're giving back to the community, but also when you get off of work, you then go coach kids and even adults. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean to you, and why do you do that?
Well, it's the opportunity, right? So most of the kids that I deal with at the college level, they're from all over the country: Florida, Washington, California, East Coast, West Coast, Southern Texas, Arizona, and that. Not all of them get the opportunity to interact with law enforcement, or if they do, usually it's in a bad way. So I love the fact that it gives them access to me, to be able to ask the dumb questions before they make the dumb decisions. So it's great. Work with a bunch of great young men over there at the University of Jamestown.
Well, that sounds great, and we thank you for doing that, because that's a great opportunity. Now, I don't know if they can see it,
I'm sweating.
but you are starting to sweat, right? The nose is starting to sweat. And look, we're going to number 4. Los Calientes is where we're going. Are you ready for this one?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Never
quit. That's one of my favorite sauces right there. Now, what do you believe is the most rewarding part of really being a trooper and being a part of the highway patrol?
Well, I think for me, it's been the extra opportunities that have been given, right? The ability to interact day to day with the public, good, bad, or indifferent. A lot of people think of it all as bad encounters, but I've been very fortunate in my career to have good encounters with the public, just be able to have a civil conversation with them and change their perception of us as troopers and us as an agency, and the opportunity to just make a difference every day.
Good. So let's go kind of back to football a little bit, because you're a big football guy, played football, coached football. Favorite football team?
The San Francisco 49ers.
Do we need to say any more than that, folks? Great team, great pick. I'd say so myself. All-time favorite player?
Joe Staley, left tackle.
Joe Staley. I like it. Classic Niner there.
Trent Williams is creeping up right now, but
yeah.
Joe Staley's longevity.
This year's been a little rocky. We're losing quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. But, Brock Purdy's looking pretty good, at least so far. Let's cross our fingers. If you had to pick your favorite player right now, would it be Trent Williams, or do you have somebody else in mind?
My favorite player playing for San Francisco right now would be Trent Williams. I'm an O-line guy through and through.
Okay.
He's a dog.
For guys that never played football like myself, being on that O-line, I mean, what does it feel like? Just all of a sudden it's hike and full blast at another human being. That has to be intense.
It's the one position that you play in football that you get to hit somebody legally every snap of the ball.
Is it kind of like eating hot wings?
Way better than eating
Way better? I like it. Well, we're down 4. We're almost halfway there. We're going to go to number 5. Are you ready? They say this is one that makes your mouth pucker.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So, it's Hawaiian pepper and ghost chili sting lingers. I don't know what that means, but it sounds dangerous. But it tastes great.
Warm.
You're doing great. Now, I think I know the answer to this. I think North Dakota probably has a good idea. But if you weren't to be a police officer, what else would you be?
Well, if I'd have been 4 inches taller and another 50 pounds heavier, I'd love to be a 49er.
Yeah, that would be great.
No, if I wasn't going to be a cop, I was going to be an attorney.
Okay. What interests you in the field? Criminal law or what type of law?
Criminal law.
Criminal law. Okay. I think that would be very interesting, right? Kind of maybe get in the mindset of why people are doing maybe what they're doing. So that is great. What's your favorite 49er memory?
Boy, there's so many Super Bowls to remember.
Yeah.
Dwight Clark catch.
Okay, yeah, Montana Clark action there. All right. How about Jerry Rice, best receiver of all time?
Absolutely.
You heard it here first on Hot Wings, The Hot Truth. Jerry Rice, sold, done. You don't have to convince me. You know, this is almost, I can't think of, is it Tyrann Mathieu, who they call the Honey Badger?
Yep.
Well, folks, this is number 7, Torchbearer sauce. Guess what it's called?
The Honey Badger.
The Honey Badger. The honey is right there. Never quit. Let me know if it's more honey or more badger. That one's good.
Definitely more badger.
It has such a
That's
sweet,
good though.
such a sweet taste, right? When it enters, and then the badger gets, it's like Tasmanian devil almost in your mouth a little bit. Now, if you were to give someone advice on why they should join the Highway Patrol, what advice would you give them?
Well, it takes a different person to want to be in law enforcement to begin with, but I would advise them that if you're going to choose this path, to come to the North Dakota Highway Patrol is the best option for you. Huge on family, big on professionalism, and big on opportunity.
I mean, and where else can you sit down, eat chicken wings that are super hot?
Yeah.
I mean, are you all right? You feeling good over there? A lot of badger going on?
A lot of badger going on. I got to quit touching my head.
Yeah, you should probably use the napkin, the towel there, because your eyebrows are going to be on fire.
They already are. That was a bad decision.
I was going to say something the first time, but, you know, I said, let it ride, you know?
Feels
What
like
would Steve Young do? He would just let it ride. He would tuck it and run. You know what I'm saying? All right.
He'd be smart enough not to put himself in this situation.
Now, Steve Young, he was the bomb.
Yeah.
And this is number 8. Now, Honey Badger was 99,000 Scovilles. The bomb, 135,000.
Oh, good Lord.
And she is ready to be the bomb for you. Let's do it. Never quit.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Is it like an atomic bomb in your mouth?
Yeah.
I hope you didn't touch the towel with the wings.
Nope, I rolled it.
You all right? You feeling loose?
It's warm.
hell week in football. You're doing up downs nonstop. How does that compare right now to the honey badger and the bomb?
I'll do up downs.
You'll do up downs all day, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, you heard it here first. Now, besides having a dinner conversation with me over wings, if you could have dinner with anyone, who would it be and why?
I would love to have a dinner with Joe Staley, just to talk shop.
Okay. Go back to old Joe Staley, see what it was like to be a Niner and all of that. What are you guys having? What's on the menu?
Well, I do love less hot chicken.
So maybe do some chicken wings, just maybe not as hot.
Yep.
Okay. I like that. Are you ready for number 9?
No.
Do you want to know what number 9 is called?
No.
So that was 135,000 Scovilles. We're going to the Pucker Butt Pepper Company. They call this the extra mean green. 702,000 Scovilles.
I'm pretty sure this isn't healthy.
Well, it depends on who you ask, but let's never quit it regardless, right? I think North Dakota would be proud of you. You know, you're eating a good portion of those wings. So here you are. You're driving down I-94 in your squad car. You all right?
No.
You're driving down. You're cranking up those tunes. What are you listening to?
The radio. Just 101.1 over in Jamestown.
What genre is that?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll?
Yep.
Okay. So rock and roll. We're going rock and roll. Favorite band of all time?
AC/DC.
AC/DC. So, you're here with AC/DC. You're jamming out. Have you ever looked at the camera and saw the red light and said, oh no?
All the time.
What song were you jamming out to?
Usually AC/DC, my go-to is Back in Black.
You want to give the people of North Dakota a little rendition?
No.
All right. Here we go. Look, you made it to the last one. The people are loving it.
Yeah.
You're loving it. That's debatable. This is the Last Dab Apollo. How many Scovilles do you think this is?
What was the last one?
702,000.
Let's go 1,000,000.
It's so hot, they don't even know. It says to be announced. All right, here we go. Never quit.
Never quit. Oh, good God. You would think my nerves would be burnt by now.
Well, how was it?
Hot.
Hot. If you could tell others one thing about you, the Highway Patrol, maybe even both, what would it be?
I don't know. I suppose we'll go with me. I might be big and have gray hair, but I'm just a teddy bear.
Okay. That's good. Right? We're still human beings. As troopers, we all have a job to do, but at the end of the day, you really care about the people. And that's a good thing for them to know. You made it.
Oh, God.
You're really sweating up top. But you made it. Does it feel good?
I'm gonna go stand outside in the cold weather.
Maybe get a mouthful of snow.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming by, stopping by, hanging out with us a little bit. North Dakota, this is Sergeant Kennelly. Until next time, be the ultimate wingman. Always drive sober.